We're finally getting to our conquest now because it's been so long and I really need to get into it because I keep having to avoid the spoilers. But we are getting into chapter 3, act 4. And we start with this guy. Hello, sir.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
Okay. I somewhat remember.
The village keepers?
The village keepers, Grandpa
When I was eating dinner the other
disappeared,
day, I saw
and we're trying to
them
find
by
him
the
for
side of the road,
the kid?
muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating.
You shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff. Hey, I like mushrooms.
Did you notice anything
And not tree roots, but
no, I think that's
you gotta do what you gotta do to live. Hey! He just walked off! He didn't even try helping. Well, he didn't really try helping us. I wonder if there's any avoidance in them answering questions about the village keepers?
The
Maybe with
scholars
this
that have
lady?
gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
You're overreacting.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the I mean...
Why is she
the
so
mad
nervous?
scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they
Why does she
helped
feel
me
so
in the past.
nervous after seeing
But for
Sino?
them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was
Why don't
actually
you
the
just
one who
play
protected my
into his
house.
belief?
I saw it
Why
with
you
my
gotta
own
say a
eyes. He
twin?
happened to be staying near my
Give the
house
kid
one
some
day and was
hope.
doing
Or is
something with his
it...
hands on the ground.
Actually, I don't know what you would do in that
Still feels
situation.
pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Aww, what a good kid. You just trying to find his grandpa. He doesn't mean anything bad. Okay, one more. Oh, look at the cats! Look at them! Friendship. Okay. But the last local, I think that we need to ask for information. I'm gonna do a little jump down here. Hello, Mr. Jabari.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora.
He's going through it.
Explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like that was not information we really needed to know. That was
It
just
was nothing.
side information.
You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk?
I'm also
and get
surprised no one
lost?
keeps
Yeah.
track of the village keepers.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you
nice
since you were
dude.
very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come
Aww,
by anytime.
a kind man.
Wow.
I hope
what a
you
nice
appease your
guy.
wife soon.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Huh?
What's wrong, Sino? Did something
Don't say
happen?
anything for now. Isak,
Do you notice someone watching
stay
us?
let's head over there.
Or are the
Stay quiet as
villagers
you move.
suspicious? Stay quiet as you move. I want to say... There we go! Chapter 3, Act 4! King Deshret. I hope I'm not butchering that, but follow Sino. I feel like he might have noticed someone watching us. Or these two dudes are being suspicious. Or maybe they're just random NPCs.
See if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King. The sovereign of our faith will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've
This
never
dude kinda looks like
believed
my
in any
dad.
other gods. Still,
Interesting.
you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon.
Is this from what we
What's your
did
proof?
in the, like, in
Haven't you
Sumeru
noticed?
City?
The village has been getting more deranged scholars
Oh,
than
this
ever.
is completely
Delvar
unrelated.
was
Where are the
saying
odds of that
many
happening?
People also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why.
By what
but
we
it
did in
seems like
Sumeru
there's
City,
some
I
sort
was
of
I was
connection
referring to,
between
like,
insanity
us
and the Scarlet King.
manipulating
Is
that
it a
one
sign
academia
of the
girl to
Scarlet
believing
King's
the
power
Scarlet King
that
is coming
all the
back.
mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Interesting.
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very
Ooh.
beginning.
Sino's scary.
Huh?
I didn't think he'd pop out like that.
Who are you?
I thought he was gonna be
Where
discreet.
did you come from?
Where did you come from?
My patience is running
I
thin.
mean, you're... Oh!
You heard what I asked.
The dealer of justice.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just
Bro.
look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
The word
Let's
bro
not
exists in the
that
world of
side, okay?
Tiamat?
I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up. I
There's no way
swear.
the Fatui are, like, passing around the rumors, right? I wonder what the origin of the rumor is.
Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all
And
their
is the
mad
only
scholars
point
and
for
won't let us have a
animosity
good life.
amongst the Aru village
Would you wanna
folks
live like
that
this if you were in
they've
our
been
place?
past the mad
The
scholars?
radicals
Or
were
is there
even
more
more
to
thrilled
that?
than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the
forget why
Scarlet
they
King
hate
returns to
the-
our side,
The city
it's
people
only
so
a matter of
much.
time before we
Is it
conquer
just
the
because
land
of the
on other side
academia?
of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants
This
to know
is
more.
bold to say in front of some dude who looked like he was gonna kill you.
At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Okay, the academia is probably the true target of their hatred. Yeah, that's what
Where
it
is
seems
this
like.
radical person you
But I
talked
wonder
about?
why.
I
Also,
haven't run into him over the past
I
few
need to check
days,
something really
so
quick.
he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages.
I like how this dude's
So you'd
just
best
chilling.
just stay
He
home.
could probably hear all this going
and hope I
on.
don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
I feel like Sino's personality is growing on me. At first I felt like he was too serious, but I kind of like it. Good thing I'm not one of your enemies. Exactly. Good thing I'm not one of his enemies.
He didn't try to
Though I
reassure us
don't
at
think
all.
we're really friends, to be
Used
honest.
to hearing that. Oh,
All the
but
more
I've
reason
been
for you
glad
not to get on his
people-
bad
I
side.
heard
True,
that.
true, true. I wonder if he feels lonely. Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra.
I wonder
The
if it gets
rumor we
lonely
heard
for
just now
him.
seems like a strong lead. but we need to check a few more places.
Maybe we could check the scholars'
Very well.
homes?
Isak!
Ah! The kid's
here.
back.
Where's
Is
your
this
grandpa's
the guy
house?
and his wife? Are they fighting?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
But now we follow Isak. Ooh, he's running. You're not running very fast. I'm not even sprinting and I'm running faster than you, sir. Oh. What? Did you get sad because I ran ahead of you?
Grandpa?
I'm kidding,
he
I know
likes
that's
to
the
be
automatic
alone.
run path.
Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes
Pokes
at
the ground with his fingers?
Every now and then,
Oh
he
no,
yells
there's
out
an
at the top of
Oculus.
his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know
He's just
he
like
is.
my real
I
grandpa. Did your real
swear,
grandpa poke at the ground with
he's
his
just like my
fingers?
real grandpa.
Interesting. I wonder if this is meant to be a commentary on like how society treats people who aren't all mentally there. I wonder if they
This
thought
is
that
where
far,
Grandpa usually
or if it's just a
stays.
coincidence.
There sure isn't much here.
What's that smell? What's that smell? Oh, incense. Okay, okay, okay. I was like, poop? Pee. Dung
Incense.
beetles.
Please don't say it's the same one as before.
Mmm, the Hypatia one.
Getting
Okay,
dizzy
okay.
Or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it
It'd be so sad if we saw Hypatia actually go
you know
insane, but I
Tainari.
think they stopped it right before, right? Like she
You know
had come to a
you? Are you
realization
two
and
friends?
Thignari was helping her.
Yes.
But if instead we had seen her here, like actually insane,
Now that
that'd
I
be so impactful.
concentrate,
So
I
sad.
can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No. No need.
Can't handle the scent very well. We gotta
Did you first
skedaddle.
encounter this scent at Tainari's house?
It was in the forest where a scholar was meditating.
Forest.
It'd be more
Scholar.
efficient if we split up. I hope we're not sending the kid alone. I'm hoping it's a Sino kid Oh, we are leaving the kid alone. Well... I don't think I really did anything there. Is the kid okay? Why does he look so sad?
What are you looking for, Sino?
Footprints.
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Not footprints.
Paimon doesn't...
Holes in the sand that the grandpa poked at.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the
Oh
sand.
yes, never mind. They are footprints.
They are
I
footprints,
take it back.
yeah.
I take it back. That does make sense.
From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern
So
is
we
a
have
common
a
one for this
lead.
area. Local
That is a
shoes.
good start.
This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
You mean someone else has been here? I mean, I hope so. This is where the kid said his grandpa was, right?
Looking for Grandpa.
Oh, no, but
He
then
doesn't
the
have
footprints
any
would be covered up by
friends.
then.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Oh. I wonder if someone's spreading rumors that the king is going to return, and then they're like
Huh?
manipulating
You can
everyone
lure someone
by
away with just a scent?
controlling the village keepers. You can lure away by food all the time. What a mood. Me exactly. I also get lured away by food.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge.
Oh.
Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will
It's
follow
like a
the
drug.
scent whenever it presents itself.
Which seems to be a common theme in Sumeru.
Grandpa.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
How would their abduction...
rumors
It's not a
not
human
true?
sacrifice, is it? That's the only lead we have
Does
so
the
far.
parents
We
of
had to
all the
follow
mad
it.
Scholars have something to do with the radicals?
No
It's
human
highly
sacrifice.
likely.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
I wonder if we're gonna have a bigger group than just traveling with Sino himself. But back to the village. Candace and Dia.
The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better.
Talking about fashion choices. They are both very fashionable ladies. Valid.
We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back. Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
You bet. So,
You bet.
everything goes
I
smoothly?
feel like they speak a lot of...
Reasonably.
Well, you bet is not modern slang, but like...
I'll
The fact
make
that they
them
said
go
bro
with you.
earlier? Interesting.
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh.
I wonder if we'll
I
get
saw him
any
around the village
Genshin
entrance
people with
earlier.
California
Figured he
surf
was
talk.
investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to leave the exiled
I wonder if
scholars
Candace
away
will
from
come
the
with us,
village.
because it's kind of like defending the village, or if she'll stay to continue protecting the
resurrection
village.
of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it.
Sketchy?
Far as I know, the kind of incense you just
Is he
mentioned is
listening
only
in on
popular
us?
beyond the wall. Scholars are fond
Ooh.
of it, but
I
as
feel
you
like
can see, there
NPCs
aren't many
usually don't
scholars
listen in
still
on
studying
us.
around
Usually
these
they
parts.
like wander around
No
but
seller
assume they
would be
can't
making
hear
more
us.
profit here. Not to mention making
This is my
incense
issue.
a
Why do we always
labor-intensive
talk in public?
process.
There's
You
literally a
won't see
house
anybody
behind
in
us
the
that we could
desert
sit
with
in.
patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
Look at him. Look at his little
Go back to
head.
the academia?
Actually, he's kind of far to eavesdrop. This also, he should be
If
here.
it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these
Ooh.
radicals he mentioned.
Insider information. No, not really insider information. She also just eavesdropped.
The leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
Are these the people we
guys have
interacted
one
with
thing in
last
common,
time? Like when
that's
all Hytham
being
stepped
broke.
in?
The rougher life
Or
gets,
no?
the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the
That's
Scarlet
being
King's
broke,
resurrection
damn!
is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia.
Ah, I see, I see. Oh.
Throwing all of Sumeru into
How
chaos
did
is the
none of
only
them
way to change
notice?
the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia, you're amazing!
Like, Sino noticed the other two NPCs speaking when they weren't even on the same level. We had to go down a couple stairs to get to them. Oh. Did she notice?
No merc can afford to slack off
Oh.
on gathering
Did she
intelligence.
notice and she
Every
talked
more
smack
hours spent in the
to...
tavern has been a
I
valuable
hope that's
investment.
the case.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
She's so hot.
Why?
Aru Village is not a
I'm
big
trying to
place.
focus on what she's
Outsiders
saying.
stand
Her
out
character
here like a
design's so
sore thumb.
cool.
I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
Interesting.
I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good. Then we've got
He's
a
so
plan.
small. I can't get over
Traveler
how
and
small he
Paimon will
is.
Go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Okay. Date with Dia. Oh, I thought you disappeared already. Okay, she definitely noticed, and she's misleading him? I hope? Those were knowing eyes. I want to say those were knowing eyes. Oh, we are far. I can TP. We'll see.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost...
Alright, the wall that the Greater Lord
I know what
had
you mean.
created, right? To
I had
protect them
same
against the
question every
sandstorms?
time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms?
It'd be so funny if the sandstorms just
It was
went
only
over
after
and you
I
see
grew
like,
up that I realized the wall of Samiel
sky of
isn't just
sand?
there to keep out the sandstorms.
but it would still help.
It serves a more important purpose. Keeping out
Keeping
people
out
like us.
people like us.
Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them,
Oh,
us desert
that's
dwellers are nothing but tools
awful.
that can be used
But I
and
like the
discarded at their
commentary
whim.
going on in Sumeru so
We're
far.
cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied.
The academia sucks.
believes we're
I
underserved.
didn't realize they're this awful.
Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and
Sataria.
rewrite their
Oh,
fate.
right. Sataria's the blue-haired
Even though
girl,
the
right? That we
academia knows very well
gave her an
that
anxiety
humans
attack
are
last
just as
Archon
they are.
quest. Oh. I didn't think she was 1 in a million.
Carry
I
on
thought she
this
was
wall
rare,
with
but
my
not
own
that
hands if I
bad.
could.
Oh. I understand how she feels.
Yeah. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Gotta catch those. Oh.
Caravan Rebot is crawling with people. so
Paimon's
be careful
awful.
what you say.
Paimon
We don't
never
want
is
anyone to
secretive
find
at
out what
all.
we're here for. Our
Okay.
mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
I mean, I'm glad she's bringing us along so we can experience the story, but I feel like having a traveler, a very obvious looking traveler, walk around isn't the best for discreetness either. You know? But anyways, we can go ask Dea's acquaintances for clues at the tavern. To here.
Just our luck.
None of them are here today. What are the odds? Did they get tipped
You don't
off?
see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence.
Ooh.
You here for
Who's
a
this
drink
man?
too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
See, it's so obvious that we're not from there. Hello, nice to meet you, sir.
Hello, I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you
Drinking
put it?
buddy.
Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and
Paimon looks so
respectful nowadays.
happy.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall.
It kind of reminds me
So,
of the whole
Dia,
discourse in
are you
the Tales of
looking for
Boston
someone?
Say.
Yeah. Have you seen
In
Edgar,
Avatar.
Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I
Jabari.
have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for
What are we
escorting
referring
goods.
to?
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Ah, okay, okay. We continue on. The missing village keepers go to the place Zaki mentioned. How far is it? Hopefully not too far. Back. Oh, okay. It's quite a walk. So we go. A campsite?
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is
I hope
practically
we aren't
deserted. What are they doing in
gonna
a place
get
like this?
jumped. I hope we're not getting ambushed.
Why don't you take a guess?
Oh, we
Go
are
on.
getting ambushed,
wild
you
stab in the
asshole!
dark.
I thought we were friends. What happened to long-term
Your
drinking
life lambs to the
buddies?
slaughter.
Were we sold off? It's okay. We have Klee. We have Klee. They can just be bombed. That's all fine.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set
But
foot
she did
here.
this intentionally, right? Like she had noticed someone was
Not only
eavesdropping on
do
them,
I
did she
know that
not?
You're looking for Delavar. I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Oh, a knowing nod. Okay.
You leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
Sino can handle himself. He got his whole
You
wolf
left the
thing.
strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are?
You left the
You really
strongest
thought we'd
one
fall
in
for
the
your
village.
business deal nonsense.
You're getting a little cocky here, sir.
So you and
Just because we're
Delavar
two
were
ladies.
partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samio would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Edgar, you're here too.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
So
You're not
offensive, so
wrong.
angry.
Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can
Good
become
thing
my
we
friend.
have 12 million more for her.
Get him!
Well, okay. Klee time! Klee bombing time!
Just as I expected. Let's
Oh,
teach him a
no, we
lesson,
don't get to play with
traveler.
Dia, do we? That'd be too exciting. There's... I got too excited, but there's no way. Okay. They die.
To the wind.
Wow, they died a lot faster than I thought they would.
How could you?
So,
I thought there'd
what do
be
you
waves
think
of
about
them.
the
I feel like I
meticulous
fought them for
network
3
now, Saki?
seconds and they're
How
down.
did you say
This
it?
guy's completely
It's only
passed
natural
out.
for a
Why
traveling
his legs look like
mercenary
that?
me to be
It's like
out of the
Frog
loop.
passed out.
I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no
Why
real
are his
fighting
hands so
skills,
much paler than
correct?
his face?
I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting.
Your
That
mistake
so-called friend is
was
just a fraud.
doubting
She admitted it herself.
that we had a little
She just
bomb
uses her
child on our
connections to
side.
gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
And isn't she notorious for being
Lied in
strong?
the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it.
I feel
I
like
figured
if you're
as much
fighting
the first
someone
time
with
we
B
drank
name,
together.
Flame Mane, you'd be
You
a
all
little
thought
bit
you were
more
so
concerned.
smart.
A little smarter, you know? Oh! I wish we got to see her kick him!
That should be all.
Why didn't we get to see her kick him? Would it be too graphic?
Planning this since we were in Aru Village?
I feel like it was deserved.
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Okay. Smart. But anyways, so the names you mentioned...
Oh, you
Are
mean the
these
funny
three?
names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit,
Wow. What is her name? The flame main? And they get scar-riddled bandit and wide-eyed butcher?
Edgar and
She's
Delavar
so
like
much
to talk
cooler.
themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with. For
Their
themselves.
nicknames they came up with for
Alcohol has a way
themselves?
of making people share what they really
They
think.
had their
So Edgar
own
and
choice
Delavar
in
always
nicknames and
rambling
they
in the
chose
tavern
those?
about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
I feel like they're just jealous that she got to get called the flame main.
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and
Who's
then
the
try to track
ducktail
him
beaded
down.
crook? What are these names?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to.
Is Jabari
The one who wanted to treat
the
Isak
dude
and his
whose
grandpa
wife
some
is
food.
fighting with him?
Wait, so he's a radical too?
Mm-hmm.
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses.
Oh, okay,
based
okay.
on
I was like,
my
I thought he was
impressions.
nice. He was nice to the kid. Never mind, he was nice.
Genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for ya.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So...
I can't get over that we're just standing over their limp bodies
True?
on the floor.
About what?
They have so much sand in their nose.
Mercenaries only care about Mora.
Black
That
snot.
anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're kind of person.
What makes
I
you
want to
so
be
sure?
genuine friends with you. Because even without an employer, you're still helping us out. True! True.
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
Has Dion met
You two are
Nahida?
pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against
Kind
the
of.
Dendro
Like,
Archon.
Nahida's presence was there, right? When she was watching over Dunyarzad on the bed?
I've heard
Well,
a lot
not
of nice
watching, 'cause
things
she also
about
couldn't
the
see
Lesser Lord
Dunyarzad.
and Dunyarzad. I can understand
But
her devotion and gratitude.
she's kind of been in her
Dunyarzad's
presence,
just an
but
ordinary
she
person.
hasn't actually met her,
There's
right?
no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making
Too
the Dendro
smart.
Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done
I like
anything wrong.
her. I feel like this Archon quest is making me like all of them more.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here.
And I already liked her
Lend me
quite a
hand.
bit.
Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Why didn't we tie him up first? What if they had woken up while we were doing our entire monologue? Well, not really a monologue. Our conversation. But now, back to Candace
be all of them.
and
I'll
Sai.
let you
Oh!
take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch.
Her
Until
voice
then,
is so
please
pretty.
stand by.
Candace has a beautiful
Do you
voice.
need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, traveler.
Sounds
As for these
good. Hope I
idiots,
can just
let's
pass
just hope they
time.
live to see another day.
Hope we don't have to actually do anything. Next day? Yes, so wait till next morning, 6 to 12. Oh. Here. Oh wait, were we supposed to talk to her? No, we're supposed to wait. We're fine. This is correct. And then... next scene.
Hey, Dia.
Right on time.
I like how we just both stood in front.
We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're...
Really?
Oh,
thanks for that.
I didn't mean to cut that off.
Oh, Sino's here. And
How did we not
pretty
know?
too.
Wait, did he just come or did we just not notice he was there?
here
I feel kind of
yesterday to help
bad
out a little.
if we just didn't notice he was there.
Help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, I feel like Candace and Sino would be a terrifying duo to go against.
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
What do we
Let's go
learn?
inside.
Candace!
They just have their heads down. Oh, she looks angry. She looks scary angry.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's
I
perfectly
feel like Candace is
understandable
scarier
why
than
I'm
Sino.
angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
They look like little kids. Oh no! Oh no!
We're gonna die.
Well,
I like this.
looks like Sino taught her well.
She mastered it quickly. I feel like she already knew.
Yourselves. Yet
She
you
didn't
do
need
not
any
hesitate
teaching,
to
I
place the
feel.
lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert
Ooh.
dwellers.
She's so
But there is
harsh,
one
but
thing
I'm a
that
fan. I
understand
like it.
better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one.
Also,
The people
oh
of
wait, no, we
our
met the
village
old man,
care
right?
little
Who is
about
this
which
dude again?
god is in power.
I like how he's just staring.
Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know, please. Just
It's so
let us
funny.
go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading
Someone
rumors
else
in the
is spreading
tavern.
the
That's
rumors.
how
What
we
are the
ended up
odds it's a
hearing about the
Fatui?
Scarlet King's
Would they be
resurrection.
involved in the Scarlet King's
Mystery
resurrection?
Man told us that mad
Mystery
scholars
Man.
will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
Wait, is it the Fatui and then they're
village
using
keepers.
Skara as like
Slip up
this
again,
new
and
Scarlet
regret
King?
it.
Is that what it is?
Sorry.
Why did it take me so
It was
long
all
for that to
Mystery
click?
Man's doing.
Don't
He
answer
told
that
us
in
to
chat.
spread word about
Don't
the
answer
Scarlet
that in
King's
chat. I'm not asking for
resurrection
actual.
and
I'm
taught
not
us in
asking.
helping him. In return,
I'm not
he
asking
said
for
he'll help
actual
facilitate the
spoilers. I'm
resurrection
just talking about my
process.
thought process. Oh, we're the village keepers now.
not
Oh, is that what's going on?
That's one.
Again, don't answer.
What
Don't
do you want?
answer that in chat.
Strike.
I don't want
You
actual
get a total of
spoilers.
3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
Oh. Oh.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Do you have any idea who that mysterious person might be? Look how nice we look. It's like good cop, bad cop.
If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
Where's a cloak? Not Capitano, is it?
Uncle Anpu?
Is that the dude?
What do you mean?
Oh? Could it be Capitano? Oh.
Smooth.
Oh, he knocked them out.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct,
That was so weird. How did he knock all of them out from once? From once at once.
Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Okay, I mean it was, well, we assumed it was part of the Academia, right?
Spreading a false rumor to
Or I assumed it was already part of the Academia.
Keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back.
That's very scumbaggy. You can't just take back what you wanted to throw away before when it's convenient to you. Not the Academia again. But in Sumeru City, Sataria also mentioned King Deshret's resurrection is just the Academia's minister. Oh, she did. Okay.
But what could they want?
Why did we not say this to begin with? Why was this information not given to the group to begin with?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars.
Why do they need physical
Regardless,
human bodies, though?
Our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Okay, we're gonna pack absolutely nothing, but the next part of the quest is leave from the house. I mean, I could talk to them. It's okay. We continue! Out of the house. I think we jump straight through that door. Oh, Hytham! Oh, I forgot he was with us! Where did he go this entire time? I forgot we entered the city with him. Where'd he go?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
Funny dude.
Ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
Was his departure announced at all? Like, did we know that he... Oh, this is a really long pause for autoplay. Hello?
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
I like how sassy he is.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
I like that he's sassy. I like that he's sassy to Paimon.
Makes it so hard.
There's nothing super obvious to pick with this guy.
You've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate.
Clearly!
Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
So aggressive. Why are all the dudes so aggressive?
We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
Hmm.
And now
Maybe he's giving us time to think. I kind of like that his personality is, you're dumb, so I'm gonna not talk until you realize how dumb you are. He's growing on me too. Not that I didn't like him when I first saw him, but he was like neutral.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
I mean, he could do a little work behind the scenes. He said he was investigating, no? His abs are so prominent.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you
That
of my
is true.
whereabouts.
That is very true, actually.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Hmm.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that,
Take
you
us
need
to
understand where
someone.
she's coming from.
What does that mean?
It's not a playable character, is it?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
I mean,
You mean some of them lied to us?
we haven't really gotten any information out of them, no? Aside from the fact they
Hiding
don't know where
truth does
the
not necessarily equate to lying.
village
Again,
keepers are?
these people
Unless they
have
do
their
know where the
reasons.
village keepers are.
Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
So you're saying we can find new info from someone we've already spoken to? Who have we spoken to? There's
someone who was
dude?
consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your
Oh,
every
she was
move
a little
since you arrived.
suspicious. She was very nervous when
The
she saw
reason
Sino.
being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any
Ah,
external
okay.
factors
This makes
introduce
sense.
unpredictability into the equation.
Is that why she was so nervous when we were talking to her?
Those eyes, those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Maybe we
It's
need to
quite
be more
obvious that
gentle
she's
with people when
intimidated
we
by
talk to
Sino's
them.
authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself
Mm-hmm.
mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could
He did a
easily
lot
make
of
herself the
analysis
radical's
off of
next
this.
target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange,
Min!
they've helped
Hello,
me in the
hello!
past.
How is your
If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Thank you, lady. But anyways, continuing on with this lady.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she
She just
lie?
wanted to remain neutral, to protect her peace, which
By
I
getting
respect and
involved with an
understand.
outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself.
Maybe you should
As for
ask
why
her.
she
I
might
wonder
be
if
so
she's
wary about all
she's not
this.
eavesdropping in on us, is she?
Maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's best if I stay out
I
of
thought he
this.
was saying it's a bad tip off, and I was like, I definitely think we should ask her more details. We look very kind. I feel like Paimon is not menacing at all. Look for the person mentioned, but I'll hide them. Will do. I am moving away from her. Okay. We found the lady's house. We're knocking on the door. We're
Miss
entering.
Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
It's a floating challenge thing.
What do you
Also, let me know if the music
need to clarify
Because I had Genshin background music on and I had the K-pop on. So if it's distracting, let me know if I need to turn the Spotify off.
Earn her trust.
Earn her trust. If all Hytham can do it, I can definitely do it.
May I call you Traveler?
You can call me Pop Chub.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No.
Why's that?
Because it will bring civil war, and we literally just had a civil war arc in Inazuma. I don't think we need another one in Sumeru.
That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this.
I get it though. I get that she's trying to remain neutral so she doesn't have to be in the middle of conflict. I hope your lives will get better. I think we're working towards that.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation.
That is true.
But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here.
I feel like this is the only situation where Paimon is helpful. Like bringing people's guards down. She just isn't very menacing. She's not scary at all.
I want to trust you.
Oh, she came out!
My apologies for posing my questions.
Faster than I thought.
To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Oh, Haytham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in.
What is the other
anywhere
side of her
else in the world.
family?
Some believe
Unless
in
she's
the
saying
Genjo
like
Archon,
part of her family's
while others
city
believe in
people?
the Scarlet
Whoa, that
King.
was a pretty waterfall.
I don't belong to either side. And neither side
Oh,
Speaking of which,
that's rough.
The radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives.
Oh, I get why she wants to remain neutral, especially due to the positioning of her family. This all makes sense.
All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
Also, Alhaitham is less threatening than I thought. He's growing on me, which is really bad because I don't think I'll have primos for him.
Hearing them most. Sometimes I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure.
Strange crying sounds.
But it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in
The sound of Genshin players losing their
very
50-50.
raw emotion.
That is what that is.
It used to be louder and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often.
Interesting.
And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Could it be the village keepers? But could you make out where the sounds are coming
Nothing around
from?
these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
Oh, this is terrifying. I would never want to go to an abandoned hospital. Oh.
But it's been abandoned for years.
We need to check out the hospital. Sounds like a place where we're gonna run into ghosts. This is how characters die in horror movies. You know? This is an easy way to death. In all the horror movies I have watched. But sure, let's go to the abandoned hospital. Why not?
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
What are you expecting? You never fight. What do you mean?
Bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know,
I feel like the Scaramouche boss is gonna be the largest boss. Based on what we saw from the live stream, assuming he is a weekly boss.
This is the
But I
one.
think it's natural to assume he would be a weekly boss because we haven't gotten a weekly boss for Sumeru yet. That isn't the only reasoning. It's also like they put so much effort into the design of like the puppet and everything. I can't really imagine them not making him a weekly boss. But sure, let's go into the abandoned oh wait, we don't even have to search it. Oh, we're just in it. Is this sand?
Hey, we haven't found Squad. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
Should we hide until...
I'm taking a break.
Oh, not hiding, we're just gonna sit in front.
He sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
I didn't think he'd be a reader. He's been reading every time we run into him. I also, shouldn't we hide? Or like be discreet until nighttime?
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity
I forgot they are from the academia. Why did I not think they would read? When Sumeru's whole thing is the academia, basically. I take it back. Why did I not make those connections?
You keep reading your book. See ya.
Yeah, Paimon would not get very far in Sumeru, I feel. I would also not get very far in Sumeru.
He's so relaxed. Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
Anyways, you know, when a kill you read a book once in a while either, maybe it's time to spread your wings and become learned. We're calling Paimon uneducated.
You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around.
The more you learn, the more money you can earn to support me. True, valid.
Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon?
We've already been providing for Paimon. It's time you provide for us.
Thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere. Thank you.
Have we ever asked Paimon about her background? Or has anyone ever asked Paimon about her background? Where is she? Oh, the sky changed colors. Quite a bit. But now it's nighttime, I suppose.
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Where does he store the book?
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing
I don't see any pockets. Is there... Oh, is this where you access the underground area? Because I know there's an underground area in the Sumeru desert region that I haven't accessed yet. Is there a way to access it without going through the Archon quest?
Something is off about the interior here.
Yes, there is a door. This is how the main characters in horror movies die. Going to unknown doors.
As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Can we go through the sand walls?
It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Interesting. Look for the objective. Investigate the elemental monuments around the hospital. Okay. These? Like these things? Last monument is activated. Go to the lower level of the hospital. So back inside. And through the hole? Lower. Ooh. But this is a separate thing, right? Go to... here.
Look, there's someone over there.
Is one of the village keepers?
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly.
He already looks quite alarmed. I don't know if we could possibly alarm him anymore. I mean, approaching with caution's probably good. But he looks really nervous. I want to say he looks like a village keeper. Maybe?
You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young
This is
to
so
be anyone's
sad.
grandfather.
His arms disappear into nothing.
Why is he the only one here?
Why is he the only one here? He recognizes him.
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
Ooh.
Scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No.
I'm surprised he didn't have more of a reaction.
Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
How did
Leaving that
he
question
get like
aside
this
for the
then?
moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
How did he get like this? Unless they...
There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the
Is it
doorway.
possible to get like this if they forcibly drug them?
forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
A cart upstairs? Fools.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner.
I'm assuming we can get them back to normal at the end of the quest.
Identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Because if not, that'll be really sad.
Why do you say
Living proof.
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos.
That dude who took
Don't you
the
think his
knowledge
symptoms
capsule,
look
right?
familiar?
Are they? Huh, the Aramite guy who went mad from the knowledge capsule. Are they forcing them to take in all knowledge
The Academia
capsules?
is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the
Academia is so
as well as being
smart.
able to exploit the radicals for their own ends. This scheme has one
Which
further
is
advantage.
obvious because they're the Academia, but it's
All the
interesting
risks and
seeing
responsibilities are offloaded onto the
the
Scarlet
villain in a
King's
game like
followers.
actually
Life for
have
the Desert Dwellers has been brutal
complexity in
ever
their
since the
thought
Scarlet
process,
King's
I
death
guess.
all those years ago. Beneath the surface,
Like, I like
feelings
how
of
Genshin isn't
desperation
super
are widespread.
predictable, you know? Because I feel
Many
like
would
most
give
plots are.
everything they have for the prospect of something better.
Maybe I haven't consumed
Anyone
good
looking to
movies
exploit that for their own
recently,
ends simply
but I feel like
needs
most
to make
plots
a
tend to
few
be
empty
predictable.
promises.
I feel
Even
like
if
I'm always guessing with
complications
Genshin.
arise,
Not
people
always,
will
but
see that
usually I'm
those
guessing with
involved are
Genshin.
all followers of the Scarlet King, and
But
look
that
for no
might
further
just be because I
explanation of
don't
the
really
differences
know
of
much of the
belief.
lore,
The
and I'm
deep-seated
always kind of
mistrust of the
confused.
desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to Aru village?
I just don't understand why they need
Why does it want them back now?
living
Throughout this
bodies
process, one thing has
as part of
changed.
the
The
resurrection
scholars' identity.
process.
First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
I
An
see.
exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Interesting.
Resource? For what exactly?
One
I want to know
possibility is
exactly
that
how
the
they're being
information in their brains
used.
could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
Is that
With the
damaging? Because they have
technology
so
of the
many
Sumeru
knowledge
Academia,
capsules.
it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one
This
is
is
watching
so
them.
sad.
So, the human brain...
How'd you learn this technology? Did you break away right before they
I'm
started
the
going into
Academia's
this?
scribe, after all.
Oh,
I'm familiar with their
yeah. Well,
projects.
not what I just said,
Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process.
but I kind of feel bad.
Or
We're all having a
perhaps
conversation on the side while he's
curiosity
freaking
got the
out.
better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Mm-hmm.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
The academia needs people who have been exposed
That's
to divine
right. To some
consciousness.
scholars, gaining knowledge
I
about the gods is their
see.
entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
I mean, didn't he
All
try in
scholars
Act 1
seek to
to get
expand the
a knowledge
horizons of
capsule?
knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to
That
do
is
about
true.
that? Save every last person?
His reasoning is right. Your motives are more specific and personal. Yes,
You
yes,
can
yes.
say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism.
I think
I
his
do what I
character's
want.
zeroing on me.
The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
With all height, though. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally than Paimon. Wait, better than who? Who are we talking about? She didn't say a good ally, a better ally than Sino.
You're probably right.
I wanna
must say,
say better than
quite enjoy
Paimon,
this
but
feeling of being the odd one
maybe implied better than Sino.
Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
A more likable person. Oh, I feel so bad. We're just having a conversation. What do we do with him? Why
It
are we
won't
treating him
last
like a
long if we leave him
burden?
Here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Interesting. Okay, go back to the village chief's house and meet up with everyone else. You got it. Go back to the village chief's house. We can enter the house while climbing the door? I just imagine swinging. Thank you.
We're back!
You must be tired. You should rest and take some
Oh,
water.
he stopped freaking out.
What's the situation?
Okay, I was like, is no one gonna question the random dude that came in with us and is
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on
somehow
the role of Isak's
calm now?
Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So,
I can't get over how fruit in Genshin is massive.
abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the academia's site.
Like one Sensetia is the
extracting
size
divine
of
Canton
Sino's
knowledge.
head.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine Canton knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village. Almost as
Is
if they
there
knew
an
we were on their
insider?
trail.
Or are they watching us along the way?
Why is that?
I hope there is an insider.
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst.
But who would it be? Not her
One of
looking at
us
all
could be
Hytham.
secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
It's not the kid, is it? Wouldn't that be wild if it was the child?
Are our friendships that shallow?
Did you hear that rhyme?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
Can you share your thoughts? Why does he do this? Why can't he just tell
Simon,
us?
You're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole.
Well, not
Interesting.
intentionally, right?
And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
He's short.
What are you trying to say?
Do
I'm
you
sorry.
still remember who you are, General Mahamatra?
I don't... It's not intentional though, no?
As a Matra,
He's
you are
not
no doubt privy to certain
trying
kinds
to
of
be a
information.
mole?
Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect
I was
them to take
assuming
precautions
he
against you?
had... Well, not the Akasha Terminal necessarily, but I'm assuming he
If
had
you want
something...
to raise a vicious wolf, you need to
installed
make
in
sure
you?
that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment.
Sumeru is so
everything.
Big Brother-esque.
Saying that the
Big Brother
academia
like
entered my
1984 Big
information
Brother,
into the
not
Akasha
like
too?
an
What's
actual
the
Big
point in
Brother.
doing that?
If you don't understand
Actions
the
aren't important enough to be added into the
the
Akasha.
literature reference,
The Akasha is capable of computation.
but I kind of like it. Oh,
The
why is he
Akasha's
so
algorithms
surprised?
are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been
That's
watching you longer than you think.
terrifying.
So that's
Terrifying, and
how
I
it
like the
is.
premise of Sumeru the most
Sino
out of all
adheres
of
to his
the
principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in
Archon
his
quests
side.
we've had so far, I feel.
Tenacity of will
Maybe
and
it's because the most
steadfast
recent
faith are
one, but I
worthless
feel
to the
like
academia.
it
They need
seems like the
scholars
most
who are
interesting
easily
one.
pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Exactly.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
You bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him. I am not following.
They'll want to
I need
proceed in the
some
direction
brain
opposite
food.
of where I'm going.
You're getting smarter, Paimon. What a surprise.
I must go.
There's
But
also
one step
something
behind
I
me.
want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
Not the kid.
You want to go too? If so...
I mean, Candace can protect him, but
stay safe.
I feel like he'd be a liability, you know?
I promise I'll be careful and not cause any
What
trouble.
if he just falls off a cliff?
Everyone,
We have to chase him down the cliff. Gets distracted by the dung beetles? Has to take care of him? I'm not a kid person.
Paimon feels like we're missing
And it doesn't feel like anyone on the team right now is a kid person either, except for Candace. Okay, follow Sino out the door. Oh no, not you, Colin. Out the door. And see where he's going. I wonder where he's going. What would a one step behind him be? I was like, they should go back to the academia. That is not where they should go up. Where is this? Yeah, why'd they let him go?
So, where do we go?
Why is the kid here with us? I feel like even walking around the Sumeru terrain is
After leaving the
dangerous.
village, we should head straight toward the
He
desert.
could trip over this log. Follow Sino. If you run fast enough, I'll follow you.
Like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Oh, crystal flies.
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert.
Oh, got one. Where'd you go?
Brought him back.
Why? Can you not sprint, sir? There's quite a distance to follow you. Okay. So
There's something
where... Ooh,
this?
what is this? His
It's
crotch.
buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
We're not gonna make the kid dig through the sand, are we?
Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
Now isn't time for complaining. Now it's time for digging.
So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there looks like it's buried really deep.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than
I was gonna say it kind of looks like his
They
headset,
must have been
or
escorted
whatever
this
this
way
is. I have
because
no
there are
idea what's
device
on his
fragments
head.
scattered around here.
But maybe
Let's split up and
not.
search the area. Chances
When I
are that
first
we'll
saw
find
it,
other
before we
things
dug it
nearby.
up, it kind of looked like it, but maybe not. Another device. What are these?
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Attacked? Attacked?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry.
Also, why are we letting the kid go? What if we stumble upon
Resacted
his
will display
dead
any signs
grandpa?
of starvation
This
or
would be
dehydration,
terrible to bring
which means that
along.
They left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
There's
One
no
more thing.
bonus to bringing the
Given
kid
that the
along.
device had been
Just a lot of
entirely
sadness
covered
if things
by
go
sand,
wrong.
I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
I agree.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Okay. Along the trail, continue investigating.
But running on sand is so tiring.
Running on sand is tiring. I hate walking on the beach.
You're flying, aren't you, Paimon?
Oh, true. Paimon isn't even running. Why is she complaining? Look at us running. What we hit? The kid's gonna get hit by a tumbleweed, fall off the cliff, and die. Okay. Oh. Continue investigating.
Voices.
Here. Voices.
Don't
Are
get
we
any closer.
near one of the... Oh.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
See, why was this dude bigger than Ito? A random NPC bigger than Ito.
Need me to...
I knew it. That's our deal.
Tia? Why?
No, I trust Dia.
Tia!
Stupid kid.
Hey, what are you doing?
This is what I was saying. This is exactly what I was saying.
Say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
Why did we bring the kid? There was no reason to bring the kid. You betrayed our village. So why did they all reveal themselves? Just leave the kid.
Better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed.
Never
You of all people should know
have I
that.
ever experienced a game where things have benefited from bringing the kid. Things always go downhill. They just run around and they do their stuff.
Doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the
Look at this
Scarlet
bird.
King back to life.
Look at this bird. There are 3 birds.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
They're delusional.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites?
Imagine living your entire life,
Years?
like pledging allegiance to the Scarlet King, and then he pops up and he's just an emo kid with a bob cut?
The sun and the moon no longer shine here.
A dude with eyeliner. Little kid with eyeliner. Big bamboo hat. Bob cut?
In this desiccated land. But fate
I wonder how they feel.
has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru.
Yeah,
Your
if the
powers are
academia
negligible in
can
comparison.
extract your brain
You still
knowledge,
don't
I feel like you don't
believe me.
really
Then try
stand a
asking these 2 men.
chance.
They're also against the academia.
If they are
but
keeping
neither of them are as
the
arrogant as you
Dendral
are.
Archon hostage,
You look more like pawns of the
I
academia
feel
to
like
me.
these people don't really
Why
stand a
would you consider
chance.
Anything the people of Greater Lord Rukadavada have to
We
say.
are the people of the Lesser Lord, Kusanali.
God
Excuse you.
abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile.
He's hostile too, what do you
Perhaps we
mean?
should.
But yes, we should off
Do you
him.
really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia?
But anyways, all Hytham speaking up. My
These
dude.
people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset.
What is the value of this?
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
I feel like all Hytham can't really be killed. He doesn't really have killable personality, you know?
Think
Child,
you can talk
I
me
can imagine
over
me
with
being
that
killed later in the
confident
game.
look of yours?
I'm
Kaya
not trying to
could also
persuade
imagine
you.
them killing him off
I'm
later in the
using
game.
This as a
All
means of
Hytham?
joining forces against the academia.
Strange.
You were the scribe. What do you have against the academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the academia's way of doing things?
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast.
Well,
I'll hate
the
them.
Academia and the
Stand by
Dendro
everything
Archon
you
aren't
just
really
said.
together. Oh, well. Is she still playing the role of being on the Eremite side rather than our
You're
side?
making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on,
that's like a
Raman,
joke,
don't be a
right?
coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself.
On her
You
right
can't
arm.
Be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, dear.
Her right arm.
And mercs don't tend to live long unless they.
Oh, is that her fighting arm? I was like, that's such a strange thing to auction off.
Not wrong,
Is that
but
the
this is
armor she
different.
holds her
I
weapon?
promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
Her right
We came here to
arm.
save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure.
Wouldn't she lose her life? Well, she could fight with her left arm, but she's using a claymore. Wouldn't she lose her livelihood? Well, no, sir, this is extreme. You don't have to do this. Do it in front of the kid. The kid wants to come.
What are you gonna do?
Do it in front of the kid.
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it.
This seems a little extreme. We don't really need to do this. Interject. Hello? Dude, what are these faces?
Stop.
Oh, okay. There's no way.
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both.
She really said no balls.
Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Interesting. I mean, she got her point across. She earned their trust. Why is this kid still with us? I don't understand. I feel like after he ran in and interjected, we should have just kicked him out and let him go back home.
That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Milady, don't sacrifice your arm! Please don't ever do that again. You can't lose your
I'm
arms.
sorry, but sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
we're
doubt
trying
it,
to earn
Sana,
their
but
trust,
this is
no?
about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from.
We're not trying to beat them. We're trying
Even
to
if we got
be
rid of one bunch of radicals,
included
there
in
are
their
others
plans?
out there. Wiping them out
Yeah.
would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
Not everything can be solved
sorry,
by
dear.
violence.
I should have
Also,
stayed put and listened.
from this angle, Sino is the same
trusted you.
size as this kid, I
It's
feel.
okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
Yeah, that's just how he is. It does seem like that is his personality.
Today was just a trial run.
Okay, we just time skip to the next day, I believe. Return to Aru Village, rest in your rooms in preparation. Where should do? Oh. Does it pop us in the front? Oh, it does! Okay. Do we enter? Nope, we wait until the following morning. Now it is 6 a.m. the next day, and I'm assuming we enter the house again? Nope, we do not. We go to the entrance of the village. Oh, I see all of them. Why is the kid still with us? The kid has not provided any positives. Kid has only hindered us. At least Candace is with him now.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I don't want you to come with us.
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia,
That's what you said last time. And you ran into danger. This kid has no survival mechanics.
What's the matter?
No instinct to live.
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Mommy. Mother.
Fine.
M'lady. I'm a big fan of Candace. Is this a cutscene?
Huh.
No.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Paimon.
Is everything ready?
Oh, who are you?
Absolutely.
Oh, is that one of the hostages?
You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Yeah, why is there only one dude? I thought it was
Bring him
multiple hostages. Also, where's... Oh, it is his grandpa. Did they all die?
I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Sounds fair, don't you?
1-for-1
Let me put it
exchange.
this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a
Who is the
huge
one we're exchanging with?
Don't you think you've asked enough?
You stay right there!
Oh, we're fighting? Oh no, we're not fighting. Cutscene time. She's so cool! She's so cool!
Boy, what do you think you're doing?
Stupid kid. She's so cool! Even as a non-Claymore user.
Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Never thought of this, but do earthquakes happen in sand dunes? Oh! Oh! Oh, this is so cute! Whoa, not the whole scene, but that's part of the scene was cute. That's sweet. I like that. Interesting, interesting. Paimon's dizzy. We are alive, thanks to Nahida. Is everyone okay? Grandpa with his kid. Everyone's accounted for, I think.
This day's going just great.
Oh, except for the other dudes, but we don't care about them.
What a nuisance.
What a
Sand dune
nuisance.
collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the
I love
remains of Lesser Lord
Kusanali.
Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body.
I feel like out of all the Archons, Kusanali has expressed the most
The Dendro Archon.
care for her citizens.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no, he's getting confused again.
I think Kusanali might be my favorite Archon. Well, close with A, but I just like A's design, to be honest.
There used to be
in terms of being an
temple
actual
here?
character, I like her. But I think I like Kusanali more. Ooh, the temple.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
The Scarlet King's temple?
Praise the Scarlet King!
What's he doing here?
I thought they died.
must have fallen down here
I
with
thought
us.
they didn't make the
lucky if
sand
you ask
dune
me.
collapse, but I guess they did. Did
Most of
Nahida
them
save them
seem in
as
really
well?
bad
Too
shape.
kind.
Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too. Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet
I
King's
want to see how the
civilization
two are
here.
connected.
Two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
But it is
Indeed.
interesting.
In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being, or creature, you could say.
An interesting
New
take.
discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people.
When
Right
has the
now,
Scarlet King taken care of his people thus far? What does that mean? These people are insane. Enter the mysterious ruins will do. To the... Is there a cutscene? Oh, there is a cutscene.
It's full of life.
Not a cutscene. I take it back, but still a scene.
This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside.
It would be funny if the Scarlet King and Nahida were just
Flows with
friends.
energy inside.
Like buddies? And their followers are butting heads.
So pretty.
Sir Raman.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Raman here?
I also really like Alhaitham now. I like how sassy he is. I feel like when he was belittling in the beginning when we met him, I was like, eh, but now I like it. I'm a fan of his personality.
While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
That's what I'm thinking. What if they're just friends
Whatever you
and their
say.
followers are butting heads
It's
for
not
no
like I have a
reason?
vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an
Oh
explanation.
no, how far am I in the Archon quest now? Oh, okay, what's the next part? Proceed deeper sounds good. Is this the front or is that the front? Okay. Well... Oh! Did that work? Last one. Oh! Amazing! Okay. If it wasn't something I could have just BS'd my way through, would have been unfortunate, but now we can go down the elevator. This is great. And then continuing on. Why did it lead me here? I'm too short to even jump up things. I'm dumb! I'm dumb! Well, I'm not that- nah, no, I'm dumb. We continue! I was just a fool. Why did I not walk for- oh no, now I'm stuck again. I take it back. This is where are we? No, where are we? This is awful. Okay! We're good, we're good. Thank you, chat. If only there was a switch to activate the elevator while getting high on top. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. All is well, all is well. It took a while, but all is well. I didn't think there would be puzzles. Oh, it ought. Okay. Turn off. Is this one also the same thing? I just wait for it to rotate? I think. Right? Okay. We're good. Did I miss any chests from this area? Nothing. What now? Why are we going back down? Why are we going back down? Did I need to do that to unlock the door to go forward? Oh, no, this is a new area. I take it back.
It's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor.
I have 5 brains on my team. Why did they decide to use my brain? The weakest brain of them. Oh, this feels like a Disneyland ride.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
This feels exactly like a Disney ride. Like the Haunted Mansion ride, to be honest.
Grounded be thy woe.
Oh!
Explosions can.
Into the portal. We are good. All is well. Oh, it's the tree! The tree that started off Sumeru. Interesting.
Wait. What's that?
Saying what's that to the tree or to the statue? I'm hoping to the statue.
And it looks like there's something among them.
It looks like a tomb. Oh. Does it?
These are Scarlet King runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala.
Kasala.
His wisdom is a miracle among the people.
That's not a name we've heard before, is it? This is a new... He is the Scarlet King. I'll hide them himself.
Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
That was a joke, by the way, if that wasn't clear.
There's still something off about this place.
I mean, he could be. Who knows?
The
Who
elemental
knows
energy
anything
here
about
is
Genshin's
too
lore?
concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
Oh? Was that purposeful? I guess it is. He doesn't seem freaked out. There's stuff floating into his brain.
There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself.
His design's
You'll
growing
understand
on
after
me.
watching it.
I like the sleeveless arm glove situation going on. Cutscene? Cutscene!
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible.
She's so pretty!
She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was
She's
miraculously
so
tempered,
pretty.
and the embers of our civilization were preserved.
Not
in
saying
our
why
village.
didn't. I like Nahida
Alas,
and her.
the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end.
That looks like
As I close
Sino.
my eyes for the final time,
Sino's
the sight of that
ancestors?
noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping
so
the Scarlet
pretty,
King
wow.
to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any
This is
fear
what
of
I
death,
said during Act
for
3,
I sense
actually.
that the spirit of life will abide with
Like
me
if she
during
just
my
expended too much energy and became small?
Children of the desert,
Oh.
cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
Huh.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro
So the
Archon and
former
Scarlet
Dendro Archon.
King
No, they're the same
were
person,
never
right?
enemies at all.
Am I misunderstanding that? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata and Lesser Lord Kusanali. Lesser Lord Kusan. Well, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata just got small into Kusanali's form because she expended too much energy, right?
Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
No, they're. And this also, see,
You
what if
might be
they're
distrustful
homies
of
and their
Akasha.
followers are just butting
There's
heads for no
for you to doubt
reason?
The Scarlet King's technology.
That's what I said
You've
earlier
just
too.
witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of the Scarlet King.
I wonder how, well, if they are the same person, I wonder how it feels to be like loved by your nation and then despised by your nation. Well, not despised, but like thrown aside by your nation after sacrificing so much of yourself for your nation.
The all but total annihilation of our civilization. It was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing.
This guy should just be kicked off this cliff right now.
Than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting.
Oh wait, no.
Feuding.
He's coming to an understanding. I thought he was still fighting us. I was like, sir. Oh.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
Okay, okay, okay.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
That'd be a lot to take in.
That's enough.
In one go, I guess.
Starting to
But
make a fool of yourself.
if he continues to fight us, we should just shove him off the
tell
cliff.
me, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Nothing, but it's okay, because now you know, and now you can reform your beliefs and continue on in the world in a great way.
How you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed.
Is that the tree, though? The Ermine
You'll get
Soul
everything
tree?
you're asking for.
That is, right?
Please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. This is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
Interesting.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Everyone that we're all on the same side.
How are you gonna convince everyone that they're on the same side and what? Well, actually,
And I'll return
like
you. One of your mad.
because they had seen the projection, so I feel like they can't really fight
We'll
it.
share
But
our other resources with you too.
I feel like if you're going back to a group that's been fighting their entire lives for
You
this
seem to finally understand
without
that our
much
true
proof
enemy
aside from like your
is the
word,
sages.
that'd be hard.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
But anyways, we're gonna blast through. This is a turn for the
The
better.
outcome, at least, is favorable.
It is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a
Ooh.
nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
Sino.
Stop yelling.
Sorry. I feel like that was necessary. Eventually. I feel like that scene alone has made me like Sino more. But interesting. Well, last scene of the tree before we head out. It is very pretty. This is such a pretty domain. But this is, I thought this was Irminsul, but it's not, right? I mistook it because I saw the pink foliage, but Irminsul actual tree itself was pink, is it not? My mistake. Okay. I'm assuming I'm near the end?
Ramon, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now.
We have more
From here on out,
allies! This
we're
is great. So I'm guessing the whole Scaramouche, like, god plot will play out in the next patch? Assuming that next patch brings the weekly boss? Assuming Scaramouche is a weekly
these
boss.
are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Kidnappers? Why are we fighting them?
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
Scary.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
Why is he seem much angstier now?
General Mahamatra? No! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost!
He seems scarier now.
You should have known that I would be coming for
I like how they angle him from below up so he looks taller.
No way we could have done all this by ourselves!
No, not Sino! He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy!
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
Other methods? Ooh.
Your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really
I wonder
asking.
how much information they know,
divine
though.
Canned knowledge.
How much information they've been given, or if it's just like they need to extract canned knowledge.
I don't know how to explain it!
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
We don't really seem like the people
don't
that
wanna
would
make things any more
be
difficult for
like the
yourself,
information wouldn't really be disclosed to them, you know? May I ask a question? Oh, they're both so intimidating. The sages are trying to create a new god, aren't they? In the form of
That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you know? There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right.
How much do they
Academia is working
know?
on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words...
Are they trying to create a new god to revive Irminsul?
Do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First,
What is the creation of a god gonna do for the nation of
Which was
Sumeru?
based on an exquisite humanoid puppet.
Aside from
After
like,
that,
whoo, we have a
they
god
harvested
for ourselves
dreams
that tends to
via
the people.
Zerus
You know?
Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god...
They know a
needed to
lot more
possess
than I thought they would
divine
know. I
wisdom.
thought they were kind of
For that
like
to happen,
little puppets on the
they
side, you
needed a
know,
huge
that weren't
project
given much
of
information.
divine canned knowledge.
It adds up.
I mean, I don't think they know
But how
everything.
do
Like,
you
they can't give us all the
determine whether
information,
knowledge
but
extracted is of divine origin.
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail.
I'm just trying to see their intention. If their intention's good for the nation of Sumeru, or if they're just assholes.
If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the god of wisdom's
You could have talked to Nahida, my guy. You could have talked to the god you literally had. The sage's end product won't be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, it will be the
You must
Balladeer.
have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many
These are
scholars,
big words.
the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god...
A good question. I want to see their answer.
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So you'd rather just create an entirely new god than
This
work
is the
with what you
path
have?
the sages have chosen.
I feel like it's a little complicated. Yeah, they still refuse to acknowledge her. And I feel so bad for Nahida.
Alright, let's try to keep our cool.
I
If
feel like
everyone's in
this
a
quest
bad
has made
mood,
me like
then
her a
let's
lot
change up our
more.
scenery.
I mean, I already liked her,
Rama,
but...
give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
Okay, back to the village chief's house. Nearing the end, I hope, of the Archon quest. Man constructs a god and makes the world worse. Yeah, what is going on? Rank? Doctor's rank 2. Right. Very strong dude. Back to the village chief's house. We're gonna bulldozer through the plot, not the house. The rest of the Archon quest.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes.
Also, I feel like Candace did not come with us at all. I thought she was going to, but I guess she had to stay to watch over the village.
Really great work, everyone.
The atmosphere is so heavy. Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is
I
there
feel
nothing left to talk about?
so bad for her.
In that case, let's
I
all
mean,
get
I feel
some
like all
water
the
and
Archons
try
have
to think
had
about
tragic
something else.
backstories.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Yeah, all the Archons have had tragic backstories.
With you.
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
I want to share everything I know with all of you.
So you were still withholding some information?
Had my reasons, but I know we're all in this together. It did seem like we were holding out pivotal information to them, but at least we're telling them now. Corvus believes his motivation to pursue Red Corp's action. Everything is now clear to him. He wants to listen to. Now we have a whole team of allies in Sumeru. Now and everyone will fight for the same goal. This is kind of exciting. I feel like this part of the story is always so fun. Like in Inazuma, where everyone like finally banded together. This is nice seeing everyone ally up. That's everything we've experienced so far in Sumeru.
Felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These
It's gonna be
events
like
are
a civil
flagrant
war, but on the
transgression of
academia,
rules
kind
in
of.
every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
This sounds so cool. He sounds so cool. No matter what lies ahead, I'll do my utmost.
Let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Do we have any more playable characters that we haven't met yet? No, right? This is all. Quest completed! This one was very interesting. A lot of plot twists, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed the writing in Sumeru a lot, and I feel like all the Archon quests have been great. Pacing-wise have been great. I know there's been like a little bit of a lag and stuff, but now that we're back on track, going to save our Archon, I'm excited for the next Archon quest.